For those of y'all new to the stream that haven't seen this devious, dastardly device, this, of course, is the Gatorbox Prize-O-Matic. It's a random number generator that picks a number between 1 and 24 over there. And basically, using the power of pure imagination, I'm going to make the arrow spin, and whatever it lands on corresponds to something in the prize boxes that are to my left, camera right. We're going to go for trading cards. That one only has 20 slots, so if it lands on 21, 22, or 24, we just get to respin. If it lands on 23, then it's my choice, and I get to pick anything I want to out of that box. So here we go. Feel free to guess along in chat. You don't win anything for guessing right, because Twitch has not given me the ability to give out channel points. Anyways, I have to focus on this. It also needs new batteries. 22, which means we're just gonna go one more time. I gotta focus. Ooh, Cake Boss! Just keep fucking work. $23! How about that? So 23 means my pick. I get to pick. Which it doesn't really do anyone any favors, because the whole reason this was invented was to help me make up my goddamn mind when I'm opening up stuff. So, what do I want to open? I got it. I got it. I got a good one. I got a good one. I gotta put something in that slot. So, okay. Whoop. I've decided to pick slot number 18 in the trading card box. So if that was previously revealed to you in a Prize-O-Matic reveal channel points thing, you might know what's already in here. So don't spoil it if you've been playing along at home and keeping track. However, I picked it because I don't know when it's ever going to pop up in normal rotation. So let me postulate a question to the chat. So let's say that you work for, what company made this? GatorUNbox with 2 X's, because that's got to be fucking cool. Let's say that you're in the marketing department, the product division of GatorUNbox Incorporated, and you've just secured the rights to make trading cards based on NASCAR. What would you pose as a name for this collection of cards? You got NASCARs, fast cars, race cars. What would you name your collection of trading cards? Okay, we're getting okay. So we got a couple of NASCards as the suggestions there. NASCards is funny. Buster Keaton Rules may have already seen this before, because I think I may have shown it off previously. This collection of collectible trading cards, this pack of collectible trading cards featuring race cars is titled Race Cards. That's gonna be a big yikes for me. Oh, that's the thing if you want a free catalog. So you can join Club Max. Club Max with 2 X's. If it was 3 X's, maybe I'd be interested. But $20 annual membership fee. Send check or money order to this P.O. box in North Carolina. But if you join Club Max, here's what you get. Oh my god, you get... Okay, is it going to work? There we go. A specially designed membership welcome kit. Members only contests. Periodic autographs parties with drivers. First offerings of new products, special discounts on selected merchandise, I believe that means clearance, drawings for race tickets, annual subscription to Max Facts, which also has 2 X's in it. So, goddamn it, you crazy fucking people. There we go. Rocky, it's a good thing that these guys didn't make a race car battle like TCG game, because he says they would have called it Race Wars. Anyways, let's see what race cards we've got in here. All right. So we got. This actually, you get quite a few. How many does it say you get in here? 15 collector cards. Printing number 2. All that tells me is that they had an opportunity to fix this name and they didn't do it. So, all right. First card. Henry Benry. Henry Benfield, who is holding what I believe to be a Budweiser Butt Chug beer bong. He's all pro though. He's all pro butt chugger. Henry, you guys know about Henry Benfield. Tell me about Henry Benfield. You look up, this is a quote, you look up crazy in the dictionary, and there's a picture of old Henry staring at you. Told you, it's because it's the fucking butt chug king. He's as fun-loving as they come, but he works hard too. In fact, there may not be another guy who works as hard, but has as much fun at the same time as Henry. This quote is attributed to teammate, name withheld on request. Why? It's like a compliment. I mean, fuck, if I would have, if like one of my colleagues, if like Ness over here was writing quotes about, she'd probably write a lot of really nasty fucking things about me, but using her as an example, if she was like, Draco's as fun-loving as they come, but he works hard too. In fact, there may not be another guy who works as hard but has as much fun at the same time as Draco. I'd be like, hell yeah! Let's work hard, play hard, whatever the hell. But apparently that person, I'm starting to believe that this teammate doesn't exist, and this is a quote from Henry himself, and that's why the teammate doesn't exist. So this next card, it just says memorable moments, and it's a car crash, and that's kind of fucked up. Butch Miller, and I believe he's sponsored by Banquet. I don't know if that's the TV dinners, but I'm gonna pretend that his primary sponsor is Banquet TV dinners. So let's learn a little bit about Butch, the bully. We know Butch has not run at every Winston Cup track, but the tremendous experience and chassis knowledge he brings to the sport should help us cut some of the corners needed to be quickly competitive. That's a quote from his crew chief, Travis Carter. Yeah, he's got a lot of chassis knowledge. I think everybody does, because everybody drives the same goddamn car. In before somebody tells me, actually, Draco, not every car is exactly identical. There's certain confines that they can customize for wind resistance and slipstream. Fuck off! Hey, here's a dude who looks like he could have a good time with. Dale Inman. Look at this guy. I don't know if he's black or if he's just covered in motor oil. I mean, I genuinely don't know. Because he's working on a car. But let's learn a little bit about Dale. Dale may have been the forgotten man for many years, but he was the major contributor to the majority of Richard Petty's 180 wins when they were together. Dale is the ultimate organizor. O-R-G-A-N-I-Z-O-R. That is not spelled correctly. If that was a spelling bee, someone would be ringing a bell right about now. And he prefers to take a back seat. So he's a bottom. He likes for his driver and other people to get the credit. That's from Dr. Jerry Punch from ESPN ABC Sports. Dr. Jerry Punch, of course, has a doctorate. He has a PhD in fast cars. This is okay, so this card is dated Max 91 up here, but it's actually 1990 race number 12. And then down here it says Sears Point. So why doesn't it just say Sears Point? 1990 race number 12, and then in like size 8 font down here is Sears Point. It's a pretty big ass trophy. Did they give out big ass trophies for every single race? Like, Richard Petty won 180 races. Who's got the room for this shit? I mean, would you just have to like devote multiple garages to your damn things? Let's learn a little bit about Sears Point, which is fucking bankrupt now. I'm sure it's probably called something else. Kmart Point. Actually, since Sears and Kmart are both dead, it's just called Point. Rusty Wallace. Oh, is this Rusty Wallace? Someone said something about Rusty Wallace. I don't know what. Also, Buster Keaton Roll says, everything about these cards makes them come across as sitcom props. This is Henry Benfield. An anonymous person says he's very cool. Rocker says he wants... That's Rusty Wallace, huh? That's the guy? Oh, yeah. There's the Miller on his jacket. Yeah, I see that now. Okay. Yeah, that is him. Rusty Wallace continued his Winston Cup road course mastery in earning his second win of the season at Sears Point. It was his 5th road course win in the last Okay, hang on. I gotta fucking read this. This is like a math thing. Rusty Wallace continued his Winston Cup road course mastery in earning his second win of the season at Sears Point. It was his 5th road course win in the last 7, finishing second in the other 2. Wallace overtook Ricky Rudd on the 11th turn on lap 60. I'm not going to do a hand gesture for that. And led the rest of the way, beating Mark Martin to the caution on lap 73, earning the win under caution in the final lap. Okay, so over here we have some facts about this race. Namely that, if we can focus on here, the average speed that the cars were going was 69, nice, 0.245 miles per hour. Was that fast back in 1990? Was like a NASCAR going on average 69 miles an hour? Was that fast? Because the speed limit on a Texas highway is 75 fucking miles an hour, okay? And I see people going way faster than that. So, NASCAR must have been boring 30 years ago. 1990 race number 16. Pocono. P-O-C-O-N-O. Pocono. And then this is the guy who drives the Budweiser. He's from the Henry. So this dude and that dude drink buds together. Junior Johnson's team gambled on the amount of fuel in Jeff Bodine's tank and elected to not make a late pit stop as Bodine nearly coasted to victory over Bill Elliott at Pocono. Bodine led 9 times for 119 of the 200 laps? I think I remember that from the NASCAR game we played. Holy shit, that's 200 laps? But they gotta be going fast, so those laps it's gotta be like, I don't know. I mean, even if it takes them a minute to come around the thing, that's still 3 hours. God damn. Okay, it's fine. Basketball games and football games are boring too, so whatever. So this next one, this is a driver. I mean, obviously him photographed in the car is hopefully an indication. This is Peter Suspenzo, who is famous for inventing leaf spring suspension, which is named after him, Suspenzo. I heard that Humpy Wheeler, that's a name. I heard that Humpy Wheeler once asked Peter whether he would like to be a world-famous crew chief or just an average driver, which is what Peter chose. This is also an anonymous quote, and I can kind of understand why. Dave Mader. It's like Mader without the tuh. He's a driver. He's a winner. Things are going to change. I can feel it. Dave Mader. Here's a quote. Dave is loaded with talent. I think that his success in the Busch Grand National Series lies with getting experience. He ran a limited schedule in 1990, but in the races he ran, he demonstrated that he was capable of running up front. He's led races, qualified well, and he's just a super driver. That's Ron Miller from Speedway Scene. His wife, not Ron, Dave. Dave's wife is named Pam. And then over here, there's like a fact, but I think it's a Sudoku puzzle, so we're not going to look at that one. This man's actual name is Crew Chief of the Year, which I guess if he was Crew Chief of the Year, it's a good thing that's his birth name, because that just kind of fell into place. Robin Pemberton, okay, so Robin's wife, her name is Lisa. But one thing, okay, so what is this? Robin Pemberton. Whenever you see that in a quote, that is basically a summation of what somebody said to establish context. Putting that at the end, at just the guy's last name, So, okay, was this... Did the guy say Robin, fucking... God damn it, what's his last name? Pencilton? Fuck, I know what it is. God damn it. I was just talking to the son of a bitch. Robin. Ah, fuck it. Anyways, Robin deserves this. So then, like, the guy translating that just went like, Pemberton. It's... Robin Pemberton deserves this award more than anybody can imagine. The number of hours he puts in and the effort he puts into each of those hours would astound you. This is George Lucas. Didn't know he was he's an owner, not a driver. The thing I like best about George Lucas is the fact that he doesn't run his mouth constantly. I don't think this card's about George Lucas. Mike McLaughlin, he's the driver, and sponsored by Goodyear and Ultra Gold, which I think is another liquor. Mike is just a super young driver. Unfortunately, that's about his age, not his talent. He's loaded with talent. Oh, there we go. And he's going to be a champion in any division he drives. McLaughlin is your Darrell Waltrip type driver. He has a knack of staying back in the field, and with 50 or 60 laps to go, you look at the scoreboard, and there he is, and he keeps coming up. That's from Ron Miller, Speedway Scene. I think we've also seen a quote from him as well. That's old Mike. And our last card here is fans' favorite driver. And his name is Tide, I think. How do you think he keeps that suit so white? If I had to pick a favorite card out of all of these, I gotta say, I'm not a big NASCAR fan, so I don't really understand. I mean, I know who some of these people are now that, you know, like Rusty Wallace and things like that. I was able to identify Richard Petty's car up there. I know enough to get me in trouble. And you guys can go back and watch the NASCAR Thunder 2003 stream on YouTube, where I'm just making fun of shit and talking shit on sponsors and Lance Crackers, because this is an Austin household. But if I had to pick a favorite card, I mean, I'm gonna cut to the chase, and I'm just gonna say it's gonna be the Wreck, because these are, I mean, I'm sure these are all fine people. A lot of them have really nice things said about them. Strangely enough, many of those nice things are not attributed to anybody, but the NASCAR Wreck, in the context of all these things where it's like these guys are all jerking each other off, saying nice things about themselves and each other and all that, for them just to throw in for this, just an accident happening, that gets my pick as my favorite card in the lot. And whatever it lands on, we open. No alarms and no... God damn, that's loud! I'm fucking up my Radiohead reference, and it landed on 12. I was gonna say no alarms and no surprises, please, and then it's just click, 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 click. I need to fix it again. The axles kind of come loose. That's what you get for making props out of an old crappy tape deck that just doesn't work. Hey, this is cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it has the... I mean... I mean, okay. Wait, that just... Where did that go? Oh, the price tag fell off, because the glue literally just is gone. Okay, so, first things first, before I show it to you, I paid $1 for this upcoming thing. And I said it's objectively cool, but then, like, not cool, because what we have here are Jurassic Park premium trading cards. Unfortunately, if I move my thumb, it's Jurassic Park III. You know, the one with William H. Macy. And the one with the infamous scene where the raptor goes, Alan. A lot of people make fun of that scene, but, like, that's actually a pretty good character building scene. It genuinely shows that Alan Grant did develop, like, post-traumatic stress disorder from his time in the park. So, him hallucinating that the Velociraptor is speaking to him and waking him up on the plane, like, that really is the type of shit that happens to people who have that disorder. So it always kind of rubs me the wrong way when people, like, make fun of that scene. I'm like, no, that's how it actually is. you see people and things that have scared the shit out of you in real life, even though they're not really there. So next time try compassion. Meanwhile, I'm about to slam a movie that fucking sucks. 3D premium trading cards, 7 of them. And we got, of course, the Spinosaurus, which was the big deal in Jurassic Park 3. And then we have a look for chance to win Jurassic Park CD-ROM games from Knowledge Adventure, which I thought that was the coolest part of this pack, because Knowledge Adventure, you guys, if that name rings a bell, 3D Dinosaur Adventure. One of the very first games we streamed on this channel. We've done an unbox with them. We partnered with Zoom Platform to provide special bonus downloads if you purchase the game through Zoom Platform. You know, we've promoted the game with them. I speedrun parts of 3D. That's Knowledge Adventure. And Knowledge Adventure did make games for Jurassic Park 3, Dinosaur DNA Battles, and Park Manager. It just so happens I own all of the Knowledge Adventure games for PC. Unfortunately, I cannot get any of them to work, otherwise we would have streamed them by now. Of course, the Jurassic Park 3D Collector Album offer. The Quality Collector's Album provides you with the perfect way to collect, display, and preserve your Jurassic Park 3 collection. You guys, just send $18.95 plus 3 postage and handling to someplace in Raleigh, North Carolina, and allow forever for delivery. And then down here, I always like this. I always like how okay, so they made action figures out of RoboCop and Aliens and the Terminator and all sorts of shit like that kids were absolutely not supposed to watch. And Jurassic Park. Those movies were not rated G or even PG. So it does say down here, a note to parents, the Jurassic Park films are rated PG-13. Consult filmratings.com for further information. Yeah, because people do get fucking killed and shit, and there's blood and things like that in the movie that young kids might be sensitive to. So I always found that strange that, like, they made Jurassic Park playsets because kids love dinosaurs, but it's a movie that might be a little too intense for children to see. I don't know. That was always strange to me. Their guarantee: 1, at least one complete set, 1 to 72 of collector cards can be found in each sealed 36 count display box of our trading card product. So, if you were to buy a new old stock box of all of these cards, you would, in theory, be guaranteed to have a complete set. All cards, including any randomly packed bonus cards, will be found defect-free, or we will replace them while supplies last. Now that one seems a little bit, a little more dicey because I don't think Inkworks is around anymore, and if they were, these were printed in 2001, so chances are it's been 20 years. So let's take a look at what kind of dinosaur cards we got here. Some Jurassic Park dinosaur cards. And Smoker Mega Drive, I see you redeeming that bad joke. Give me a sec. Making sure there's nothing else in that. Good, I didn't destroy that. Okay, so field guide. This is a Spinosaurus. This was the big boy in the movie. You know, the T-Rex was really the star of the show in the first 2 films, but in the third one, you do have a T-Rex, and it fights the Spinosaurus. And I honestly don't even like Jurassic Park 3 to the point where I can't even... They fight, and I can't remember if, like, the Spinosaurus breaks, like, the T-Rex's neck or something, or if the T-Rex kicks this dinosaur's ass and is like, hey! Who's in the logo? Actually, wait. No, he's in the logo on this one. But I'm looking at my Lost World poster, and I'm like, that's definitely a T-Rex. Next card is Dr. Alan Grant with Mark Zuckerberg. And they're planning out Facebook. And I'm not even going to read the back because whatever's on the back is not as funny as what I just said. Here is the Spinosaurus doing something with the containment, where people are meant to be safe. Even smeared with... Oh, that's right. That's to hide from them. They cover themselves in dinosaur shit. And I think this is also the one where they get a jar of, like, Tyrannosaurus piss, and they ask, how did you get that? And the other person says, you don't want to know. This was a bad movie. Like, really, this is a really awful, shitty movie. Speaking of shit, even smeared with Spinosaurus dung, Grant has to admit they're better off than before. At least they have the cell phone. The batteries are low, but one call will do the job. But who to call? Thunder roars and rain falls as Grant realizes who can save them. Ellie Sattler. He dials her number and hears Charlie answer. It's the dinosaur man, Grant yells the child. Go get mommy. Grant prays Ellie's son will hurry, especially when the Spinosaurus appears. You know what would have saved you from the Spinosaurus? A 1994 Ford Explorer with a very nice paint job. That is where Jurassic Park III takes place, right? Just the overhead shot of that. Even in the wake of 1993 Jurassic Park of the tragedy and the 1997 T-Rex rampage through San Diego, curiosity about John Hammond's dinosaurs continues to thrill the world. Movie stills, like, I don't know if it's translating onto the camera well, but like the colorization is very strange. It's like it almost looks like here, for example, it looks like the people have been cut out and had like their gamma and contrast levels like messed with and enhanced, and then the background was either left alone or something, I don't know. This is called The Nightmare Begins. This must be within the opening moments of the movie when people realize it's not good. Oh, it's Ila Sorna, not Ila Nublar in Jurassic Park 3. My bad. Grant's worst nightmare comes true. The plane begins to descend. You can't land! He cries, only to be silenced by a well-aimed fist. Uh-oh. Grant realizes he's been duped, but he gets no explanation before a Spinosaurus attacks. Is this them with... No, those are Pachycephalosauruses. I thought those were the Gallimimus, but that scene is in a much better movie, and this doesn't want to focus. Like, actually, what's kind of funny, can I get this to, like, defocus and kind of hold it out again? It kind of looks like a weird 1960s album cover. Like, if you take this cropping out and you just leave it kind of, like, fuzzy, it just looks like a band running in a field. Like, fucking Herman's Hermits or something. I don't know. Oh, yeah, check this out. Jaw to claw. I don't know what this is, but it's one of the Velociraptors, and it says jaw to claw. And we even get a close-up on a patch of skin, which means I have to give you guys the close-up. Look at that. That's the skin. Why do we have this? Raptor camouflage. Velociraptor skin may have been pale with dark blotches similar to that of today's leopards. The spots would have broken up its outline and helped it blend in the dappled shade of the trees, making it an efficient hunter. In the movie, the coloration differs to distinguish the male and female raptors. So in response to Jeff Goldblum, no, they don't have someone who just goes up and looks up all the dinosaurs' skirts to see if they're all female. Goddamn automation taking people's jobs. That was somebody's job, looking up their skirts, okay? Necros, thank you for the 10 Twitch pennies. Jaw to Claw, the rapping raptor. I would buy a single from him. I don't know if I'd buy a full EP or album, but I would buy a single to give him a listen, to see if I would commit to it. This is also back, you noticed on top of the raptor's head, they're starting to do something's going on up there. You know, kind of looks like he needs Rogaine. But this was back when people started, or paleontologists began discovering or hypothesizing that velociraptors may have actually had feathers. So Jurassic Park really kind of popularized the featherless raptor, of which I guess the raptors in the movie, given their size, are closer to Utah raptors than velociraptors, but that's neither here nor there. Basically, the movie popularized raptors without feathers, but science was leading toward actually these dinosaurs may have had feathers. So the best they did was they put some frills on their head, and they were like, fuck it, that it still looks like a Jurassic Park raptor, but we're hip with science. 7 cards. I don't know if premium is the word I would use to describe them, but we did get 7 cards. This one is too fuzzy. This one doesn't show anything. This one is just a Windows desktop. Like, this is the type of picture that my Windows 10 computer will show me when it asks me to log in. That's an automatic no. This one, the colors are all fucked up. As funny as the Zuckerberg picture is, I'm going to have to go with no. That leaves us with the Spinosaurus and Jaw to Claw. And because I specifically said this was a T-Rex household earlier, you know Spinosaurus ain't making it into the club. I'm going to have to go with my Velociraptor buddy here, Jaw to Claw, as the winner of best card out of the pack here. That was the easiest one I've ever had to do. That was easy. Cruncher. Alan. God damn. God damn. There's not many of them. Not a whole lot of power in it. Number 5. Who is 5th on the Pokédex? Is that War Turtle? He's not my favorite. I'm just wondering. What is even in number? What is number 5? Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! We've opened these many times over the years, and every time we do, I'm always tickled pink, and I love what we get. We got some nasty tricks. You nasty man. Look at that. Fool your friends. Hang on, let me get it to focus first before we. God, come on, focus on the fool. Focus there. I mean, I guess that's got to be good enough. I guess for a YouTube thumbnail. I don't know, but we got these are what year are these? There's a made and printed in Argentina on behalf of Confex. Is there a year? I know these were like mid 80s. I mean, A, I can tell from the wax pack, and B, I've looked at these before. You get 6 cards, you get 8 stickers, and you do get 1 stick of bubblegum, which, yes, I will be eating. I will be testing out the bubblegum on the stream, okay? We will be doing that. But basically, if I focus on the packaging a little bit, if we get up here, you get like a charge anything card, which clearly looks like a MasterCard. It's like a booger recycling business card, a pass that you can be excused from English class, and then there's all these gross things out there, which are the stickers you get. So the cards you get are things like, you know, like a fake hall pass and things like that. And then the stickers are all just, you know, severed fingers and monsters and things like that. We've opened up. We've actually we've opened up several of these. In fact, I think there might be 1 or 2 videos on the channel in GatorUNbox devoted just to opening like 2 or 3 of these packages. And then I want to say Nasty Tricks has popped up in the roulette before in the past. Yeah, I don't see a year, but there are ingredients for the gum. We got sugar, corn syrup, gum base, artificial flavor, artificial color, and BHT to maintain freshness. Unfortunately, over the years, since it's been more than 3 decades, the bubble gum has joined the Nasty Things cast as one of the nasty things. It's no longer really palatable. So first, before we do that, there's the there's the gum. we're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna try that later, because as you can see, you get some stickers, and then you get. Oh wait, no. Oh wow. They don't give you the 3 cards you split. No, there's 6 cards that you split. So there's 12 cards in here. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nasty, I was about to say wacky packs. I'm like, Nasty Tricks knows how to get it done. Let's flip it over. See the first card we got. Look at this. We got, up top,
pass. Just a pass. The holder of this pass is free to go anywhere at any time. Just walk into Area 51, just flash him that, be like, "Hey, I'm allowed to be here. This card says so." And then the guy, like, I just imagine the soldier at the outpost, like, scrutinizes it. There's a place for an authorized signature. He just kind of looks at it. He's like, "All right, sir, welcome to Area 51." He hands it back to you. This highest possible clearance right here. Go wherever you want. You want to go to the Oval Office? You want to go to the Situation Room at the White House? Boom. Just show this in there, and Donald Trump will forget who you are by the time the conversation's over. So the man, he came in there. He said he had a pass. He showed me the pass, pink pass, tremendous pass, authorized, fully authorized signature. Security let him in. I said, "Hey, that man's got a pass. He's clearly somebody very important. He's supposed to be here. We only have the best guests down here at the White House. Let him in."
Student driver learner's permit, not a possessive noun, valid on all highways for as long as it takes to learn how to operate a motor vehicle. Hopefully nobody actually tried to use this. I think the punchline is the fact that the guy in the picture is pretty beaten up. He's got crutches and things like that. He's got a bandage around his head, a sling around one arm, crutch under the other. Pretty sure they'd make you take that off if you were getting your photo taken at the DMV, but whatever. And then down here we got the Circle C Worm Ranch. Ride 'em, rope 'em, dig for 'em. Call or write for our brochure and our rate card. You can call them by phone, 376-WORM. I noticed how they did not provide an area code for that, so that is more than likely probably a serviceable number, so don't call that and be like, "I'm calling about the Circle C Worm Ranch. Ride 'em, rope 'em, dig for 'em." How big are they if you get to ride them? Is that like the graboids from Tremors or whatever? Oh man, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. But this is that 80s gross out humor. I mean, you can read the text. That's fucking Helvetica, baby. American Zit Popping Academy, board certified Zit Popper. This card signifies that its bearer is a registered practitioner in the zit popping arts and sciences. And this is by Lester W. Pimple is who that is signed by. So you can carry that one in your back pocket, and it just absolutely just gross everybody out, because I honestly we're just gonna go to the next one. On location phone audio cassette, Porky Swintonsill, hog collar, reasonable rates. Call 359-PIGS. Again, please do not call 359-PIGS in your local area code asking for Porky Swine Tonsil. Porky Swine Tonsil, hog collar. He does have reasonable rates though, so if you do need to pick a hog collar as in somebody who calls hogs, not like a dog collar that you would put a leash on. That's spelled differently. Here we this one's kind of like the same as the first one. Here we go. The card holder has been granted unrestricted permission to do absolutely anything he or she wishes. Guys, with this, and this, okay? These two, this is like getting the power-ups in Bomberman that lets you walk through walls and walk through bombs, okay? You fucking win. You show up, you flash the dubs. You're like this. Donald Trump is like, not only did he have a thing that said he had a pass, he could be here. He had something that said he had permission to do whatever he wanted. He wanted to see the Situation Room. We took him down to the Situation Room. He asked if he could touch the nuclear button. I was going to tell him no, but he said he had permission to do that, so we let him touch it. Didn't let him launch any missiles, though, because he didn't have the codes. Thankfully, he didn't ask for those.
What is... I guess this is something you would use to get out of class with. Date, May 12th, 4 p.m. Well, you wouldn't use it to get out of class, because the school wouldn't be in session. Purpose of visit, 14 fillings, 6 extractions, and 3 root canals. By Brutus Yanker, DDS. Yeah, he sounds like... Well, I mean, he's only doing 6 extractions. He's not really yanking too many teeth out. How many teeth are in your mouth? Because he's working on 23 of them, right? 23! It all adds up. He's working on 23 of your teeth. Hey, Google. How many? You have, okay, you have between 28 and 32. 32 if you didn't get your wisdom teeth taken out. So there we got that. Hey, I think this one might be a card for Fandramon. I'll send you this. Notice, vegetable allergy. Caution, the holder of this card is allergic to any and all vegetables, especially spinach and broccoli, and should under no circumstances be forced to eat them. This is from the National Vegetable Prevention Society. Guys, this is as official as it gets, okay? Board of Health, head lice inspector. You are hereby ordered to undergo a head lice spot check. I guess this is something you would flash to somebody and then you would check them for lice? That sounds kind of weird. You touching other people's heads. That's how you catch it. Like, what if you actually whip this card out on somebody who actually had head lice? Well, now you just played yourself. I'm sure there's probably a card for that down here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. The very last card that we got here. Sleep soundly, knowing your mattress has been professionally tested. Factory trained mattress tester. Couches and easy chairs also tested. Call 375-TEST. Again, please do not call 375-TEST. I don't believe that number belongs to any professional mattress testers. I think they use robots for that, actually. They use robots that look like giant bowling balls on a stick that are on a hydraulic system that just press down on a bed mattress a bunch of times to simulate years worth of getting in and out of bed to see how much wear and tear they can take. So as nice as it would be to have that as a job, to just sleep in a fucking bed all day and tell them, I ain't afraid of no sleep, I ain't afraid of no bed, an invisible bed, and then just, you know, do that. The Groncher. Easy chairs as opposed to super expert chairs. Yeah, I don't play on super expert chairs. Super expert chairs are those ones you got to plug into the wall, like those lazy boy recliners that have the buttons on like the around. I'm used to the fucking thing where you just pull the handle and the seat back pops up and you're just like, oh, so fucking tired. But then like they got those ones that you got to have like the plug sockets like literally mounted in your floor, so that you can hide the and then the chair can only go there because it hides the plug socket underneath the chair, and otherwise you got an extension cord running across your floor and you look like a fucking idiot. And then you got the buttons to like, that's a super expert chair. We don't mess with that. We don't mess with that. So we got some stickers here. First page of stickers actually appears to be we got some paw prints. And they are kind of blurry, so I don't know if they're going to focus. The paw prints, actually we have a date too, 1990 is when this particular printing came from. The paw prints together comprise number 54, and down here 55 they had to specify is mold, because otherwise it looks like Bob Ross started painting like a tree and then just stopped and then just gave up on it. He was like, I'm going to take a happy little break and just not finish this one. So Blue's Clues is into the chat. This is Blue. You guys want to talk about expert mode? This has a fourth clue. We still got more. Man, look at all these. God damn. And even then, look at this. They put the. You can see where the gum used to be. It kind of nastied up that one right there. But they even packaged these so that the gum would always touch the bottom of a piece of paper, and it wouldn't actually stain or pull off one of the stickers that you would get. Next sheet of stickers, we got boogers and bird shit. There you go, and those are some pretty gnarly boogers. Those look more like amoebas than anything else. And I have a feeling they had to actually put Dirty Bird down here to describe this one, because it almost, like, to me, it almost kind of looks like somebody trying to paint like a squirrel or something. And then with like watercolor, but then like the paint started bleeding, and then it ruined their thing. So then they're like, nope, looks like bird shit now. And then that's what they literally printed it as. Let's see if we can pull these next ones apart without damaging the thing. That's always... Oh, yeah, one of them is kind of jacked up. I'm trying my best here. Hang on. I'm trying my best here. The gum is kind of leached into the paper of this other one. These ones are kind of sticky, actually. So, yeah, these ones kind of got stained. But we got some lazy eyes, or just eyeballs in general, and then we we have a watch that I actually kind of really like, where none of the numbers are actually correct. You know, it's got 12. It actually kind of reminds me of the Prize-O-Matic a little bit, where the numbers are just kind of dispersed. Except the Prize-O-Matic numbers, if you look at it close enough, you'll see they're actually dispensed algorithmically. Every number is 5 ahead of the one before it, so that it's done with the prime numbers, so that no spot ever gets filled, that gets occupied twice. So there was some math that went into that. This is just random numbers. I actually like that though. I would buy a watch like that, but I would never use it, just because it would piss me off if I had it. But that's interesting. It's kind of like those clocks that your math teacher in high school probably had that did say 12, 1, 2, and 3, but like they would say like pi over here instead of 3, and because that was basically 3, and then up, you know, for 1 it would be like square root of 1 or something like that, which is 1, but it would have like these little equations and things instead of just putting the numbers there. I hated those clocks too. I just started counting the spots on the clock, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's 8:45. All right, good. That's all I need to know. Or I would just wear a watch. You know, that's where we go. Also, yeah, Groncher. We don't host this show to think. And Dr. Surgeon Guy says, you know, a broken clock is right two times a day. I think that one would probably also qualify as being correct. This next one looks like, now they didn't specify what either of these are. That first one looks like a weird pink crocodile head, but I believe that's supposed to be chewed bubblegum. And then underneath it, we got some hot lips. So I can take that sticker off and slap it right on my ass. You can say, kiss my ass, baby. We've looked at the cards, obviously. And now it's time to, I mean, this is... I don't actually know if this gum was longer and thinner, and it just kind of shrunk, it just kind of bunched up. Because, I mean, it really is like... It's pretty thick for a stick of gum. Now, I'm not going to put the entire stick of gum in my mouth. I'm going to break... it still had a little... It had a little bit of give to it. This gum is 30 years old. So, I'm going to try this piece of gum. And this is obviously what everyone comes out here for when I open up the old trading cards. So, let's go. Okay, it's disintegrating. The gum base is bad. It tastes of rot. And kind of tastes like the way old plastic smells. There's no gum texture to it whatsoever. It's gone. It's gone. I've basically swallowed it. It just kind of turned and crumbled to dust. And it's has kind of a musty taste to it. If you took a bite out of an old library book, that's probably what that gum would taste like. Same consistency too. So ew. So out of the this actually says 8 stickers, but we got more than 8. Because we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 13 stickers out of it. I guess they just make it so that most of the time you'll get 2 big stickers per thing, but we got way more than what it says on the package, so that's pretty cool. But out of the stickers, I mean, I don't really like these two, so let's just cancel out the ones we don't like. And we're left with, like, I don't like the mold on that one, but I think the paw prints are funny. I don't like the eyeballs on this one, but I think the watch is funny. And just because I'm kind of a math nerd, games for smart people, shoutouts, I think I'm gonna have to say that the watch with the weird goofy eyes is my favorite sticker card out of the bunch, but it's nowhere near enough to be a favorite to like go in the collection of like trading cards that I've been keeping separate. And now we get to take a look at the 6. I keep forgetting they give you 6. I always thought they gave you 3 that you break in half, and then that makes 6. But no, that's a proper. That's six cards. You get. I don't know how much these sold for, but you got a lot of value for your buck. I'm gonna say right off the bat, the Zip Popper one I don't like, and the Head Lice Mattress Inspector one. I mean, it's goofy, it's funny, but you know, it's kind of a dumb joke. Student Driver is funny, but it'd be funnier if you could, like, you know, take a Polaroid of yourself and put it there and write your name. You'd have to do some legwork to make this one actually kind of funny. And then the Worm Ranch thing, you know, I'm not thrilled about that. So now we're down to 3. These 2 pink ones are essentially the same thing. But this one is like Spring Fling and the Sheep Dip, and I don't know what the hell, I don't know what that is. I know that this is supposed to be a MasterCard, but it's not a MasterCard. But I don't know what Sheep Dip means. I don't know, I mean, I know Spring Fling is like just a name for a general spring party, but I don't know what the rest of this is. That might be like a regional slang or something that I just don't know. So even though this seems like the more powerful of the 2 pink cards, I'm gonna retire that one. Now we're down to just the pass where you can go literally anywhere at any time, and then the dental excuse, and the fake dental excuse and vegetable allergy. As goofy as that is, that's gonna be. I mean, it doesn't stand up to the pass where you can literally just go wherever you want. And then a charge card where I'm sure, you know, there's not really a magnetic strip on the back of that or anything, but I'm sure you could probably still take that to, like, I don't know, like a Radio Shack or something. They'll probably still honor it because they don't know any better down there. So there you go. Hey, thanks for checking out GatorBox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on GatorBox.